Here are 10 Xbox Game Pass suggestions for the month of November, some available right away and some releasing throughout the month. First off, we have Forza Horizon 5, the latest entry in the open world racing series spin-off from the Motorsports series. This allows you to enjoy the wide open scope of what Mexico has to offer, from high mountainous peaks with volcanic activity to deep, mysterious jungles with lost artifacts and, well, neat structures of the past. You can go across the wide open country and just explore even the sandiest of beaches. It is massive, it is beautiful, and it is a true next-gen open-world racing experience that offers almost unlimited amounts of things for you to do and activities for you to take part in what is one gorgeous and rather exciting experience to enjoy. What a truly wonderful and remarkable time. It Takes Two. This is a perfect cooperative experience where, yeah, you need two people to play together. This has a fantastic emotional story about these two individuals that are dealing with love and a falling out of love with a young individual child that is having a hard time dealing with it. It's funny, it's quirky, it's a bit of a weird situation, but it's just really got a lot of heart to it, and again, some excellent cooperative things where you do actually need to work together in order to get things done. And it's fun, it's engaging, it's got neat cinematics, it's got, like, again, a really cool split story perspective as one side does one thing, the other side does some other things. It's just fantastic and definitely a phenomenal title. One of the games of the year, in my opinion, in terms of being a high level contender for that. It is just great. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Definitive. So while we don't get the full collection, we do get the classic San Andreas experience that you can enjoy with some improved visuals and other features. Enjoy the classic experience like you've never experienced it before. And yeah, it's definitely that classic core game there. There just might be some things here or there, but yeah, it is the full scope of San Andreas. It provides some different, visual options you can choose between as well, and it just kind of delivers the full scope of that classic game, just upgraded with various adjustments to the visual aesthetics of the experience, and some other tweaks here or there along the way. Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is a really fast-paced, action-packed combat of fighting experience featuring a plethora of Dragon Ball characters that you can kind of mismatch if you so choose to create squads and have intense battles. To be honest, I don't know what's going on most of the time on the screen when I see this game in action. It looks really cool. It does. I'm watching this right now. I don't even know what's happening, but it's neat. It's got some story stuff and combat options, and yeah, it's pretty fast paced. It's a pretty action packed sort of thing, and it's just very aesthetically amazing. I have to say, I was sort of just really blown away by the visuals and the designs that they set up here. I think it's really quite cool and just a very different sort of experience fighting wise. I've never seen something so flashy like this. This is Echo Generation, a really aesthetically neat sort of adventure type of game, which has this story that sort of opens up new areas for you to explore. It's a very different sort of title, and you get to kind of pick your character, and then you interact with others as you go on your sort of story here. It's a very neat sort of thing. It's definitely one of the more quirky indie titles I think I've seen offered here. It's very, very different and not at all what I had expected, but I love this sort of 3D pixel-like art aesthetic that they're going for. It's really quite cool. And yeah, you just kind of do missions and solve puzzles and problems and stuff that arise. This is Kill It With Fire. You are attacking, destroying, and generally dismantling any of the spider monsters that come in your way across a wide range of different levels. There are collectibles and other things for you to gather as you battle and make your way through some really over-the-top scenarios. There are some other little minor missions that pop up while you're playing the game. It's just a very weird time, but also kind of fun. And seriously, you get some just strange weaponry to unleash upon the crazy spider creatures that are hiding under rocks, inside of like bushes, and the grass. You gotta find them, you gotta get them out of there, and you gotta take care of these weird spiderists because, well, someone has to do it. This is Mortal Shell, another Dark Souls-like sort of experience where you are using some hardening powers in order to deal with the various enemies that you come across. You've got this outer mortal shell that you've taken over, and you have to use a balance of strategy and again hardening to kind of block and take hits as you go off to fight enemies, upgrade your weaponry, and become more deadly out there as you try to survive the many perils, bosses, and other problems that arise within this unique, again, Dark Souls-esque experience where the focus is on death, but perhaps not to the high degree that it is in, say, the main, well, Dark Souls series. It definitely has some fun with things and offers some dynamic gameplay that you might find quite intriguing. Good luck out there. This is Moonglow Bay. This is more of a calm, laid-back sort of experience with the superstition of the townspeople, and you're just fishing. You're, I guess, an older type of character. There's quite a few different choice options you could make in regards to setting up your character at the beginning, and then you're going out and you are fishing. You're living, I guess, the dream of fishing, and you are trying to fish. it's got a very neat visual aesthetic to it, but yeah, the core of this one is fishing. Yep, it's about fishing, and you've got a dog on the boat, so that's kind of cool. People like that. You're going out and you're fishing. This is Backbone, which is a neat noir-esque sort of experience, like a bit of an adventure game, a point-and-click with structured story that you're kind of making, to a degree, choices within as these unique animals. They've got the problems we've got, and you got to get to the bottom of this because, well, that's your job. You've got to be a detective. You've got the cool coat. You've got the intensity. It's got some really neat puzzle type of scenario set up here, and it's kind of just like a really intriguing sort of game, again with that noir style that I think a lot of people would find kind of intriguing and a little bit different, and I thought it was something fun to kind of highlight here because it is quirky, strange, a little bizarre, a little over the top, but it definitely has some fun with things like that. This is Unpacking, where you unpack the life of someone, the changes, the relationships, and the adjustments that someone would make over their life. You get to see all of the steps and what items are kind of kept throughout really the lifespan in a very easygoing puzzle game where you try to put things in their place. It's quite charming. It's quite lovely, and again, it's a very different sort of calming experience. It won't be for everyone, but I do think this one is actually really neat and a unique look at life in general. So those are my 10 suggestions for the month of November. We'll be back next month with more, and I hope you enjoyed this look into what is available on Game Pass, again with some of them available right away, and some of them available in the future. Liking the video is fantastic, and subscribing is great as well, and I hope you once again found something neat to play, something strange, and we'll be back with more suggestions in the future.